titles. And this is one half of the team of Jonny Storm and Dean Allmark. This is Xtreme Dean Allmark. And Greg Lambert, you are a huge admirer of this man.
I certainly am. I'm a huge admirer of Xtreme Dean Allmark and his tag team partner today as well, the Wonderkid Jonny Storm. And if anyone can dethrone the leaders, it's Allmark and Storm. They're a dream team, no doubt.
And his tag team partner.
If you want to talk about an experienced competitor, this is your man, Jonny Storm.
Absolutely, I call this man the heartbeat of British wrestling, a young veteran, still only 34 years of age.
It is extraordinary, it beggars belief that he's only 34 with what he's done.
He's been around forever, absolutely, but can he win the undisputed tag team title with Dean tonight? We'll find out.
And their opponents. Marty Scurll, they are the undisputed British Tag Team Champions, the leaders of the New School!
Well, it doesn't matter how experienced you are. When you go into the ring as the champions, you have the psychological advantage. And these guys are a tremendous team. Zack, Sabre Jr. and Marty Scurll.
You know something, Bennett? They have held those titles for nearly 18 months. They have taken on every challenger. They beat Paul Undernail Generico for crying out loud to win them. But did you notice the expressions they came down to the ring? They looked cocky. They looked arrogant. They looked overconfident.
No.
They looked complacent, Bennett.
I cannot agree with that. No.
Setting in
Greg,
with the leaders.
I cannot agree with that. I think that is. I think you're seeing what you want to see there. To be perfectly honest.
Look, Marty Scurll has allowed all this. He was on Take Me Out. He was a contestant on that television show. He got a date with a beautiful woman. He was in the Sun newspaper, and I think all the plaudits have gone to his head.
First and foremost, Marty Scurll is a wrestler. You want to get in the ring with him and see proof of that? That's what he is first and foremost.
This is meant to be a championship match. This is not a love fest. What on earth is going on here?
Zack Sabre Jr. extending the hand there to Dean Allmark. This disgusts you, doesn't it, this, Greg?
There's no place for kissing in wrestling. Good grief.
Once again, this is IPW UK versus All-Star Wrestling for the undisputed tag team titles.
Brian Dixon, if he was dead, he'd be rolling in his grave.
And for those out there who don't know much about Brian Dixon, Greg, take a moment to tell us about his extraordinary record with All-Star Wrestling.
Brian Dixon, honestly, I mean, despite the flippant comments I made before, he is the godfather of British wrestling. Brian Dixon has been promoting with All-Star Wrestling, who Dean Allmark and Jonny Storm are representing this evening, since 1970. That's before I was born. Next year will be their 43rd anniversary as a promotion, and that will mean they will surpass Joint Promotions as the longest serving British promotion of all time. And All-Star have been around so long, they were even around when British wrestling was on TV the last time.
And what a perfect company, therefore, to represent British wrestling on TV this time.
I quite agree.
As we see,
Dean Allmark is the perfect representative for All-Star, because not only is he the All-Star heavyweight champion, but he is Brian Dixon's son-in-law. He is Brian Dixon's flesh and blood.
Talk about a lineage there. Now we have Zack Sabre Jr. with a side headlock on Jonny Storm, who just drops down to one knee. Storm will attempt to escape from this one. Oh, what a lovely escape from Storm into a side headlock of his own. That's lovely British wrestling there.
You know, I say that LDRS is the best pound-for-pound wrestler in the UK today. In my opinion, the Wonderkid Jonny Storm is the best pound-for-pound wrestler in the UK of the past 10 years.
Absolutely. The consistency now, that's nice there from Sabre. Lovely stuff. Seeing some of the things that Zack Sabre's learned on his travels in Japan, working with illustrious companies like Pro Wrestling Noah.
Well, you know, I don't take anything away from the leaders. I don't take anything away from Zack Sabre Jr.'s great achievements, yada, 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 all that sort of stuff. But what I think might be the problem here is Marty Scurll has been out partying. He's been out burning the candle at both ends. He's been out with Paddy McGuinness in the love lift. You know, no likey, no likesy, all that sort of stuff. Whereas Zack Sabre Jr. is the serious wrestler of the two. I think there's bound to be some kind of problem between the leads.
You trying to suggest that in some way that's going to have an impact on their teamwork, on their understanding their rapport as champions?
I would say so, yes. Very observant of
well,
that's exactly what I'm saying.
Well, time will tell, won't it? Time will tell. Let's see where we are at the end of this contest. As Zack Sabre Jr. just works on the ankle there of Jonny Storm.
You can't stay on top forever. You know, 18 months as the undisputed IPW UK Tag Team Champions is a long time. They're bound to just lose that slight edge. You don't train quite as hard. You maybe don't look at as many tapes of your opponents.
No. Those title belts. Those title belts mean so much to them. So much to them. A quick and efficient escape there from Jonny Storm, who just acknowledges the skill of Zack Sabre Jr. There's respect in this ring, isn't there?
There certainly is, and no wonder as well. But Jonny Storm there now tagging in Xtreme Dean Allmark. And I tell you what, Dean Allmark, he wrestles all over the country for All-Star Wrestling, but he perhaps is one of the most underrated wrestlers in the country today. He doesn't get the credit he deserves. He's a fantastic guy. He's a brilliant trainer as well in the All-Star Training School in Birkenhead, and he's a supremely talented and gifted wrestler.
He completely embodies the values of British wrestling. Such humility. Shoulder block there. Oh, that was a powerful shoulder block from Scurll. Duck underneath there by Allmark. Nice leapfrog there. Scurll with a leapfrog of his own. Scurll with a duck underneath. Allmark rolling out of that nicely. Into the ropes there. Allmark this time with a lovely head scissors takedown. Beautiful rotation on that, but that time Scurll catching Allmark with a knee lift. You know, oh, that is delightful stuff there from Allmark. What use of the ropes, what use of the ring, what a veteran.
Marty looks to step off to me.
Caught him beautifully with that drop kick there, and again, beautifully measured drop kicks.
You know, I was talking to Marty Scurll's woman from Take Me Out, you know, and she was saying...
Greg, what were you doing talking to a woman like that?
Greg, he would have put his hand in his pocket.
Greg, if you can show me you've got her mobile number, I believe that conversation happened, but I don't. Jonny Storm, out of the ring! Oh, that is just delightful stuff there. And the bodies pile up as Dean Allmark watches on as referee Chris Roberts leans out of the ring to take a look at the competitors. Jonny Storm first to his feet. What a connection he made on both men there.
Marty Scurll acted like a perfect gentleman when he was on the TV show, treated her like a princess. As soon as the TV cameras stopped rolling, he dropped her like a hot potato.
Can you stop talking about this and that and start talking about a wrestling match? This is a wrestling match. Let's talk about that. And that is a wrestling move there from Marty Scurll, but he's been caught there with a double knee lift backbreaker. 1, 2, no.
That's what I mean about Xtreme Dean. Beautiful backcracker. Capitalising on Marty Scurll showboating.
It's just such intelligence from Dean Allmark as they trade forearms. Oh, that was a powerful one there from Dean Allmark. Zack Sabre Jr. watching on, giving encouragement to his tag team partner. Scurll doesn't know where he is at the moment. He could have leaned across to make a tag there, perhaps. Lovely chassé there, low connection.
But isn't that overconfidence from Sabre Jr.? You know, Marty was in a bit of trouble there, and was Zack holding his hand out to make the tag?
Is it overconfidence?
It was a slumped on the ring apron.
Yeah, or is it faith in his partner? He knows how good he is. Oh my goodness me.
Well, Marty Scurll and Zack Sabre Jr. are great wrestlers, but I tell you what, they're in serious trouble, and their title reign is in serious trouble.
They are
right
in
here.
very serious trouble right now as Allmark stands on the top. Oh, that is a tremendous escape from Scurll, and now the tag is made, and in comes Zack Sabre Jr., and you've got to acknowledge the brilliance of that wrestling there, Greg Lambert.
That was a great counter, no doubt about it, by Scurll.
And there's teamwork there, lovely teamwork there. Allmark is managing to stay on his feet. Not anymore, he's not. Drop toe hold, knee drop. Nice communication between the two. Nice teamwork.
Just a glancing blow though from Marty Scurll. He did not get the full impact on that knee drop.
Certainly didn't. Jonny Storm is in trouble here. And if you thought the kissing was bad at the start of the match, Greg, what are your thoughts on this? Greg, you've gone very quiet. Greg,
what do you expect me to say? What exactly? How exactly do you expect me to add colour to this situation?
I think there's enough colour in it already, Greg. Now they've tied them up. Tied them up very nicely. There's a place for fun, but this is a serious wrestling match. The titles are at stake.
Sabre Jr. don't allow that in pro wrestling, Noah, pal.
Now, Scurll in the ring. Allmark caught blindsided.
His influence, I'm telling you. He's to blame.
That's show business for you. You're a journalist, you should know all about that. Connection there by Scurll, who has a position here for a suplex. Up he goes. Allmark up for a long time. The blood rushes to his head here. He's trying to escape from it, trying to leverage his way out.
Let the wrestler.
Scurll has had him up for an extraordinary amount of time. What a show of strength here. Think about the blood rushing to the head of Dean Allmark right now. And plants him, and what an impact.
See the canvas. Sorry, I was about to do a Paddy McGuinness thing there, and he held him up so long it didn't work. Let the wrestler see the canvas. There you go.
Scurll in for the cover. 2 count, but only 2. Sabre Jr. tagged in here. Zack Sabre Jr. ringing the arm around of Dean Allmark, just turning that efficiently round there, and snapping the elbow.
This is definitely Zack Sabre Jr.'s strength. He works on the arm. He's going to try and lock in that arm bar. That's earned him so many victories.
He's learned how to work a body part, hasn't he, from his extensive training in the UK and Japan. Again, just holding that arm down there in the lateral press for the cover. He knows how to stick to a game plan despite the twists and turns of a match. Again, working on the arm. And Scurll continues the work on the arm there. And again, it's good teamwork, Greg.
I'll tell you what though, Jonny Storm has not been in the ring that much in this match. He's very, very fresh. He's on the ring apron, he's conserving energy, and he's in tremendous shape to begin with. And if Dean Allmark can make the tag, then Jonny Storm is one of the best finishers in this business today, with some of the great moves that he's got in his arsenal.
If Dean Allmark can make the tag. Allmark escapes. Allmark now connects with a couple of forearms, with a few forearms. But then, oh dear, now we've got problems.
Miscommunication from the leaders.
Greg, I may have to eat my words there. That's what you were saying at the start of the match. That's what you were saying at the start of the match. And I tell you what, I hate it when you might be right. I hate it when you might be right, but you may well be. And there's the tag to the fresh man. Jonny Storm's in. Jonny Storm's up. Jonny Storm connects.
That's why they call him the Wonderkid, Bennett.
Oh, what a delightful quick bit of thinking there from Jonny Storm, who connects into a DDT. Oh dear, and Marty Scurll like a dart, like a javelin into the canvas. Zack Sabre Jr. buys himself some valuable seconds, but Jonny Storm's up there. Oh, that's Jonny Storm through and through. Into the cover, it's 2, it could be 3, but it's not. Thanks to Marty Scurll, who just checks his partner's all right. Now Jonny Storm's tied up here, and Dean Allmark is unable to assist there, but Jonny Storm makes the escape. Dean Allmark in now, springboard into the moonsault, and that was exquisite. Poetry in motion, Greg.
They call that the Dino Salt. The springboard moonsault from Dean Allmark and the young veterans, definitely showing their experience.
Oh! Jonny Storm sails through the air, 2 count, that's the change of... No! I thought the titles were changing hands right there. Storm up! Oh, and then...
Beautiful nip up into an enziguri.
Beautiful enziguri there, and a bulldog. Rolling out, making the tag. Dean Allmark in, and now the titles are very much in the hands of Dean Allmark and Jonny Storm. If they can just make one decisive move, that'll be it. A Gamengiri there from Dean Allmark. Onto the aprons. Scurll missing with the kick. Just about caught, about 20% of it caught. 100% of that forearm. Oh, that could be the end for Allmark. Up he goes. Down he goes. Into the cover of the bridge. 1, 2. Just about. Jonny Storm with the escape.
Phenomenal teamwork from the leaders. They're starting to finally warm to this match. They're starting to show why they've been the undisputed tag team champions for the best part of a year and a half.
Both they go over the top. Marty Scurll and Dean Allmark left in the ring. Double knee lift there. Scurll! Tornado DDT. Allmark's on his feet. And a crescent kick across the jaw. He's Scurll out.
I think Dean Allmark just did that from memory.
Yes.
I think just was instinct. He bounced to his feet, didn't really know where he was, and he somehow had the wherewithal to land that precision super kick.
It's things like that that win you a title, though. The count reaches 6. The tag is made. The tag is made. Jonny Storm with a forearm on Zack Sabre Jr. Positions him for a pin, but an escape, rolling out of it. No. Sunset flip position. Zack Sabre Jr. with a roll up. And now they're tying each other up in knots. Greg. This is classic British wrestling here.
I thought they were going to see yet another title for Jonny Storm's extremely full trophy cabinet. Oh,
that was inches away. Storm rolling him up. 1, 2. Kick out, but Storm into the ropes, rolling out of that nicely, but he could be in trouble. No, he connects with a double bulldog.
Wheelbarrow style, Oliver. Wheelbarrow style.
The best in IPW UK, the best in All-Star Wrestling meeting. This is British wrestling, folks. This is British wrestling. Get out there and see it. Jonny Storm tags to Dean Allmark.
When you see action like this, it makes you wonder why it's been off TV for 24 years.
There's no answer to that. No easy answer. Zack Sabre Jr. is in a dreadful position here. He's trying to fight out of it, but the lactic acid builds up in the arm. He's so tired, but he connects. And Dean Allmark is in big trouble here. See you later. 1, 2, 3. They retain. And Greg Lambert house that for teamwork.
And still undisputed British tag team champions, the leaders of the new school.
That was a match of 2 halves, like they say in football. The first half of it, I didn't think the leaders were on their game. I thought they were complacent. In the second half, we saw some incredible action from both teams, but in the end, the leaders proved why they're the best tag team in Britain today, and why they are still the undisputed tag team champions of this country.
18 months